Today, we're diving deep into a topic that affects every single one of us. How to truly stop letting other people's actions steal your peace. We all know that feeling someone says something careless, a driver cuts you off, or a coworker is being utterly frustrating, and suddenly, your whole day is ruined. It feels like they had the power, right? But what if I told you that you could permanently revoke that power? What if you could become fundamentally I'm not talking about repressing your emotions or becoming a robot. I'm talking about a profound shift in perspective, one that ancient philosophers and modern psychologists agree on. And to explain it, I want to share a story that, once you really absorb it, has the power to change how you react forever. This story is about a revered Zen master who lived in a small village. He was known throughout the region for his absolute calmness. Nothing seemed to shake him. He was always smiling, always serene. One afternoon, a very aggressive warrior, known for seeking out confrontations and insulting people just to provoke a fight, arrived at the monastery gate. He was determined to break the master's peace. The warrior approached the master, who was quietly meditating, and began a vicious verbal assault. He used every insult he could think of, attacking the master's appearance, his family, his teachings, and his character. The villagers who had gathered watched in horror, expecting the master to retaliate, or at least show some flicker of anger. But the master simply sat there, silent, his eyes closed, radiating peace. The warrior grew more and more enraged that he couldn't get a reaction. He screamed louder, spat near the master's robes, and hurled the most despicable threats imaginable. After nearly half an hour of this tirade, the warrior was exhausted, red-faced, and completely out of breath. He realized he had failed. Finally, he stood back, frustrated, and demanded, "Aren't you even going to say anything? Don't you realize how I have insulted you?" The Zen master finally opened his eyes, looked at the warrior with gentle compassion, and asked a simple question. If someone offers you a gift, and you refuse to accept it, to whom does the gift then belong? The warrior was startled by the unexpected question. "Well," he stammered, "if I refuse the gift, it still belongs to the person who offered it." The master smiled softly. "Precisely," he said. "In the same way, if I refuse to accept your anger and your insults, they must remain with you." Think about that moment. That's the entire lesson. Every time someone tries to bother you, anger you, or make you miserable, they are essentially offering you a nasty, unwanted gift. And the beautiful truth is, you have 100% control over whether you accept that package or not. Most of us reflexively rip open that package. We take the insult, absorb the rage, and then we let it settle inside us. We spend the rest of the day carrying someone else's trash. But why? Because we mistakenly believe that their action demands an emotional response from us. We feel obligated to get offended. The path to being truly unbothered lies in realizing that their behavior is about them, not you. The warrior's rage wasn't a comment on the master's worth. It was a symptom of the warrior's own internal turmoil and desperation. When people lash out, insult you, or try to drag you down, they are projecting their pain, their fear, or their inadequacy onto you. Their words are merely reflections of their own unhappiness. When you internalize this, you switch from feeling like a victim who needs to defend themselves to feeling like an observer who understands the suffering of another person. It is much harder to get angry at someone when you realize they are acting from a place of deep pain. So, how do we apply this? Next time someone offers you an unsolicited gift of negativity, a nasty email, a rude comment, or passive aggression, take a breath. Mentally repeat the master-asked question. If someone offers me a gift and I refuse to accept it, to whom does the gift belong? Then, visualize yourself simply leaving the package right where it was dropped. You do not have to touch it. You do not have to open it. This practice requires deliberate choice, but with repetition, it becomes automatic. You gain emotional distance. You recognize that you are the sole gatekeeper of your emotional state. No person, no situation, and no comment has the power to ruin your day unless you hand them the key to your inner world. Guard your peace fiercely, and remember, if you don't accept their anger, it has nowhere to go but back to them. If this story resonated with you and changed how you look at conflict, please hit that like button and subscribe for more insights on building emotional strength. I'll see you in the next video.